Welcome back. You're still watching the news at 10 on Channels Television, reaching you live from Lagos. Focus may soon shift to the leadership of the National Assembly as the new government takes off. While there are agitations for the North Central to produce the Senate President, with a group called the Buhari Support Group insisting that the zone should be compensated for the role it played during the general elections. At a press conference over the weekend in Abuja, some members of the group drummed up support for the candidacy of Senator Bukola Saraki for the Senate President. They say that Senator Saraki's antecedents distinguishes him as the man who can be entrusted with the leadership of the whole chambers.
There is the need for the North Central zone of this country to produce a Senate President. Here we have a gentleman that has an outstanding quality based on his historical background and antecedents in the nation.
We want Nigerians to know the credentials that Bukola is having. All among the contestants, nobody has that credentials except Bukola.
Illegal migration has proved to be a harmful menace to the country's socio-economic development and should be discouraged by all Nigerians. This was the focus of an event organized by a Benin-based non-governmental organization, Idia Renaissance, with the theme, Illegal Migration, a Route to Slavery and Death. Stakeholders at the forum held in Benin City, the Edo State capital, emphasized the need to reduce the illegal exportation of young Nigerians into foreign lands for sex trade, slavery and cheap labor.
This young woman, Mrs. Josephine Iyamu, rescued by the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons and Other Related Matters, NAPTIP, has undergone harrowing experiences no one should have to face, and now has to tell a story heart-wrenching not only for her, but to the ears they fall on.
I spent this 7 years from Nigeria, from Libya to Libya. I spent 7 years in the mountains. I went to ride the route from the east side, the Sahara Desert. This one is still the Sahara Desert. We now have accidents.
Pathetic as such tales may sound, even more worrisome is the fact that the trend of smuggling many young boys and girls from Africa into Europe and other parts of the world for unwholesome and cheap labor is ever increasing.
In times past, it was a movement that was done mainly out of ignorance, mainly out of deception. But nowadays, a lot of people have an idea of what it is they are going into. And unfortunately, the dearth of infrastructural development, the whittling down of educational standards has made persons who, even when they have this knowledge and information, become very pliable and prone to this kind of malaise.
The guest presenter gives an intriguing insight into the activities of the traffickers.
Sometimes it just takes, everybody knows that that woman lives or that man lives in Europe. And when they come for festivities, then people knock on their doors to help their children to travel. At that point in time, the parents have in mind that such children are migrating. They may not even have the notion of illegality in the action.
From the lectures and testimonies by various participants, the lesson to take home is that everyone has to commit toward heightening awareness against this illicit trade that has done the country more harm than good.
Well, residents of Unity Estate in Asheshe community along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway are asking the leadership of the Deeper Life Bible Church to intervene in a tussle over land. They claim the church's land agent has encroached on a portion of their land. Our correspondent Chris Ellems reports.
Our lens is attracted to this community, Mabasheshe, along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Here, residents of Unity Estate say life is becoming unbearable for them. They share boundaries with Agbodi, another community where the Deeper Life Bible Church claims to have acquired some parcels of land. Right now, they wonder why the church sees them as trespassers.
Deeper Life should please leave our community alone. We did not buy from the same buyer. We brought from the Maba community. They bought from the Agbodi community. And if this happens to be a boundary issue, they should go to their buyer to resolve it. In 2011, my building was demolished. And we came down to the site and found out the rubble of the building. They said it's from Deeper Life, the people in the environment.
The presence of this bulldozer on their land seems to be evoking some unpleasant memories.
I was living in my building, and only for them to come around with about 30 federal SARS. That was in 2011. They were starting demolishing people's building. But I was in my house on that day with my children. So I came out. I saw two of those that came weeks before that time. So I called them. What are you people? Are you from Ibafu or Mowe town planning? Are you with any court demolition order? They said I was speaking grammar. They started demolishing people's building. People in the community ran away, but I stood. Only for us to see them again with the activities that is going on right now, trying to fencing us up. We don't know what they are up to. Every now and then they will begin to walk and begin to pointing fingers, building that they are going to demolish. So we don't know what they are up to, and we don't want to go violence. That's why we are trying to seek that the Kumuyis assistance.
More baffling to them is the manner with which the activities of the church is being carried out.
What happened in 2013 left trauma on our heads. We can't even sleep to remember that day because we knew what happened. Men were laid down on that very day with only their boxers. Women were asked to prostrate. Children were also included. We were scared because our life were in danger. They should please leave us alone.
One of the elders of the community from which the residents claim they purchased their land denied they ever sold that part of the land to Deeper Life.
Deeper Life came to me claiming the land we allocated for our market had been bought by them. I told them it was not true, as the land they purchased was from the other community.
We also visit Agbodi, where a representative of the community shares his experience.
My father now tell me that they didn't sell land for them. See, by the time they want to enter the bush, they carry policemen from Suntu and others to starting pursue them so that they can burn the land. Since that time, they're starting pursue everybody. Till today, before they go and bring soldier, bring navy and policemen to embarrass all our elders. They even carry our elders to go and put for Eleweron. So before they now go and pay them.
As the activities bordering on this event continues, another resident says she had lost a number of her molded blocks to the fence being put up by the church. She claims they were forcefully taken away from her and now demands a return. Several attempts to contact the media officer of the church all proved abortive, as he never returned calls nor messages sent. However, a Sun newspaper publication of Tuesday, April 28 states that the church duly acquired the land from the forefathers of the community, after which it paid 750 million naira to the Ogun State government for the certificate of occupancy. Peace is what the residents of Unity Estates demand, and as such, concerned authorities must wade in before more damage is done and hopes blown away like chaff before the wind. Okay. Chris Illems, Channels Television News.